Hey everybody, this is Joel with Joel's Jigs. We're going to start a new series of videos coming up here, and we're going to go through how to tie many different kinds of patterns. Some popular ones and other ones are kind of new ones, even to me. So over the course of the next few months for winter steelhead, we're going to cover a twitch and jig one right now, and you'll be able to see them on the website and on YouTube, along with the other ones that are already out. So we're going to go through some materials here that you'll need for this jig. This is a jig you can see on the website. It's a Suicidal bunny pattern. It's a twitch and jig, and this is going to be the meat wagon of the Suicidal bunnies for salmon, chinook, and coho. So you'll need a jig head. Typically it's either a 1/4 ounce, 3/8, or 1/2 ounce. You can use whatever you want. That's typically the sizes that you're going to use. This has a collar on it. It's just a personal thing. It's easier for me to tie on. We'll cover it later when you can get a better view of it. You're going to need marabou. This is a flame color, fluorescent fire orange, I think is the actual name of it. And this is a bright purple. Get full ones, and we'll cover that a little bit later too when you can see it better. This is a straight cut rabbit fur. This is actually a Texas cut. You can use the standard straight cut, you can use a Magnum cut or the Texas cut, or you can get your own hides and cut whatever you want. Width wise, this is going on a 3/8 ounce head, so we're going to do the Texas cut. Gives a little more bulk. And then for the flash in it, you can use whatever flash you want. I like this stuff because it's the most reflective stuff on the market, so any kind of sunlight or even moonlight is going to be reflected off this stuff because of its reflective properties. It's Flashabou Mirage. And there's quite a few different shade variations. This is the 3005. It's kind of a pearl blue purple shade. And then to tie everything on and get started, 140 or 6/0 thread. You can use whatever you want, but that's typically what you need for anything 32nd ounce and bigger. It holds everything on pretty good. This is an ultra thread fluorescent pink. And we will get to the tie-in. Okay, this is the Suicidal bunny pattern. We're going to tie meat wagon. It's a twitch and jig, can be used for pinks, chums, silvers, chinook, pretty much anything that gets mad when something goes in front of their face. This is the rabbit strip I was talking about earlier. This is the Texas cut. This is just a standard straight cut. You can see the thickness in it. The leather strip, and in between these two there's a Magnum cut. The leather strip thickness in return means more hair, more fur. This is a 3/8 ounce head, and typically for the 3/8 and 1/2 ounce I'll use the thickest possible, or even sometimes cut my own. It just creates a more full body jig versus the straight cut. I'll use this for typically 1/8 ounce, 16th, and maybe some quarters. So we're going to start with what I showed you earlier. This is a ultra thread 140 fluorescent pink. This is the collar I was saying before. It's just a personal preference. You don't have to have a collar. We're not going to tie anything down here. Everything's going to be up here, and this kind of sets it off the hook just a little bit, makes it look a little more full than just tying it straight on the hook. So we're going to start with our bed. Just make sure you get a good bed here. Just wherever you're going to tie to is down and back, 4 or 5 times. I'm going to take the Texas cut. I'm just going to put it on the end. You want to tie it with the fur up away from the eyelet, because the fish is going to see this way. If you tie it in reverse, the fish is going to see the leather strip and not the hair. So the time you put into these, you really want to show the fish, what you want them to see. And you can cut this here however long you want, or short. It just depends on how much undulation movement you want. Don't cut it too long though, because you don't want fish to nip at it and then miss the whole hook. So standard wise, this is usually about what I do for the Suicidal bunnies on the website. And then we got our flash. You can use whatever flash you want. If you have a colored flash you like, by all means, use it, or the glow flash. This is the Flashaboo Mirage 3005. It's just the most insanely reflective stuff on the market. Or you can leave your flash out. You don't have to have it either. I like it in there. It never hurts, I don't think. Definitely know the fish is seeing it then. So this is just, it's probably 20 or 30 strands in there. And cut off just so they're even here. It's easier to tie. And lay that on the back of the jig. Tie it on real good. Typically cut it to length of what your tail already is. And you can flare it out a little bit and push it around so it's a little more even. And this will move with the rabbit fur. It's a good combination. And this is your marabou you're going to use. You said it may look a little blue, but it's just bright purple. And then this is flame or fluorescent flame, fluorescent fire orange, whichever company you get your stuff from. You just stack these like so, to where the points, these are the points, are curving down. You don't want to lay it like this to where they curl up. They tie a lot better if you curl them down like this. Just gonna tie those ends on. Just tie them on really good. Put your bobbin in the cradle. This is where it really helps with a rotary vise. Instead of taking the materials and going around with your hands, you can spin it with a rotary vise. We'll go over that in another video. For now, we'll just stick to the jigs. So you get your two ends here together. Make sure you got all the points or the ends here, not up in your fingers and to where they're flared out. You're going to take these and you're just going to use your rotary. Don't pull them too tight because they'll break. And just kind of flare them till, make sure they're not laying on each other. And we're going to tie it off and pull what you tied back. Leave the tips out like that. And you're just securing it for now. It's not final yet. Cut your ends off. Now you can pull it back, clean it up a little bit if you want, and then I do the half hitch. You can do whip finish, whatever you're familiar with. Just do that like 12 or 13 times. Pull it down, tighten it back and forth like this. And cut it off. And take a comb and any loops you might have created while wrapping it. You can get them out with this. And there you have pretty sweet twitching jig. Suicidal bunnies. That is the meat wagon. If you still don't feel like tying your own, you can always pick them up at joeljigs.com.